I'm going to do it. So don't tell me to suck it up, Buttercup, because I'm doing it. I'm going, I'm going live on this thing. What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there today? And I have something super important to talk to you about today, and it's something that I would call. And let me just turn my volume down because I don't want to be talking over myself. There's a threshold moment going on right now, and if you're using AI in marketing in any way, this is the thing that you really need to pay attention to. Because if you're using AI to generate your marketing material, I almost swore, you're in a little bit of trouble. And I've been talking about this with my masterminds for like 18 months. They're here with us today on the simulcast of what you're watching. You got to, I've been saying this for a long time. You got to be really careful with the use of AI. So let's talk about what's going on right now because something big is happening in 4 days, and you really do need to know about this. The first thing that I want to tell you is that this is a threshold moment, and your AI content, you mark my word on this. And if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm going to send you an invisible kitty cat. So if just remember this day and look me up. If I'm wrong about this, let me know. And I will put an invisible kitty cat in an envelope and send it to you. But your AI content is going to be invisible in no time at all. AI content suppression is coming, and we are at the threshold moment right now. Somebody likes my invisible kitty cat, so that's good. I will send that over to you. I'll send you one just for laughing at that. On June 15th, which is in 4 days, this isn't just another date in the calendar, and you really got to pay attention to this. This is the day that your ability to use AI to market your business is changing forever. Like, it will never be the same after that day, because on July 15th, YouTube is going to start to enforce new monetization policies that explicitly target mass produced inauthentic AI content. By the way, that's 100% of the AI content that you're generating. And I'm not going to pull punches here. You're out there creating AI content and you think it's the greatest stuff in the world. It's it's garbage. The stuff you're creating is garbage. The images you're creating, the dumb videos that you're making, the stupid content that you're writing is generic, soulless garbage. And all of the social platforms are eventually going to realize it. And you people who felt like you could trick everyone, not you watching this right now, you're fine. But those people who felt like they could trick everyone by, oh, look, I'm just going to start up a business and I'm going to use AI content and pretend that I'm something that I'm not, and I'm going to trick everybody into buying whatever I'm selling. Your days are numbered. Thank God. Farewell. You should go apply for a job at Target starting today because your money pipe is going to be shut off. Because this isn't just about YouTube. What we're witnessing right now is the beginning of a fundamental shift across all digital platforms. And it's going to reshape how business communication, marketing, market approach, and relationship building online happens. I was marketed to this week by somebody on LinkedIn who used AI to send me some LinkedIn messages and essentially lied to me in those messages. And I could see it. I could just see all of the lies unfolding. They made it seem like they wanted to talk to me about coming into my mastermind. But then I got on the call with them and I was like, hey, did you just use AI to generate that stuff? And they were like, well, yeah, and a VA. And I'm like, yeah, you lied to me. And I'm calling you out on it. And I'm calling you out on it too. If you're just producing AI crap, your time has come. So you might as well find something else to do right now. And especially if you're the talentless person that's masquerading as somebody with talent and hiding behind AI, just please go start a dry cleaning business or a lawn cutting business, because I can't get my shirts cleaned fast enough and my lawn is long and I need to hire someone to do it. And maybe that's you. So why is this a threshold moment? And I got my tablet here and I was going to diagram this all for you, but we're just going to have the open conversation right now. And somebody in the chat says it's Friday, Chris. I am fired up about this. because I've been talking about it for so long, and I love that it's finally happening. So YouTube is making a policy shift right now, and starting on July 15th, they are no longer going to let you monetize the AI garbage that you're creating. I think their phrase is AI slop, which is mass-produced, repetitive, dumb video, and these are their words, with repetitive, minimal human input. So you're done. You're done if you're just the push button and hope you make money. You're done. But this is the threshold moment for a much bigger pattern. How do I know? 25 years of doing this, I've seen it happen again and again and again. And what we're going to see is history repeat itself. The platforms start with a small monetization test. They'll suppress something in monetization. Then they'll bring it out further in their monetization platforms. Then they'll start to bring it out in a small test in their organic platforms. So here's what I think we'll see. We'll see it happen in YouTube with monetization. We'll see it rolled out in YouTube with shorts. Then we'll see it with long form content. And so if you're creating AI slop, you'll no longer be monetized for it. So then no one will have any impetus to create it, except for the people out there who just like sending people on fool's errands, which we see a lot of. But that's fine. If you're not getting paid for it, people are going to stop doing it. Then they're going to suppress the organic propagation of shorts that are AI slop, and then we'll see long form content. And then we'll see it in Google search, and then we'll see Facebook adopt it, and then we'll see LinkedIn. God, I hope LinkedIn adopts it. What are the numbers? Do you know the numbers? 54% of content on LinkedIn right now is generated by AI. 80% of comments are generated by AI. LinkedIn, always late to the party, can't figure it out. LinkedIn, you suck, because you are wasting everybody's time with the AI slop that I'm having to sift through every single day, just trying to get business done on LinkedIn. 40, 54, 50, 48% of the content is authentic there. It's so hard to find. So go, I'm fine. Anyway, LinkedIn will do it as well. But it's going to take years for LinkedIn to do it because LinkedIn can't seem to get out of its own way. They did a great job in 2023, 2024 when they started to suppress the irrelevant content. And then for whatever reason, they just said, hey, let's turn into Instagram and start showing boobs and fake content and political stuff and religious stuff. Let's just screw everybody who's trying to do business here by making this into some sort of a dopamine fest for the dumb LinkedIn creators out there. God, it's just the worst. So this is why this matters. You might not be monetizing on YouTube right now, and you might not be monetizing through AI generated content, but the ripple effect is what's most important right now, because the world's largest video platform and search engines, when they start suppressing AI content, every other platform is going to follow suit. So there's economics behind this that you have to think about. First, it's advertiser pressure. Brands, think about this. Brands don't want to advertise next to low quality generic content because people are just going to be whizzing right by with their thumbs. There's also a user experience that you have to think about. The platforms are flooded with AI slop right now. It's low quality. It damages user engagement. And then there's also the thought of platform integrity. Platform integrity is maintaining trust with your audience. And I'm so inspired by this. I'm thinking about doing a workshop on this, and I haven't created the workshop yet, and I haven't even scheduled it yet. But I'm going to pop into the chat a link for you to check out. You can get on the wait list for this. It's HTTPS. We need that S in there for savings. No, that's something else. 9twice.com. That's my website /AI. I think if you go, will somebody check that? I think if you go to that page, you will, I'm just going to click it and see. You can get yourself on a wait list for a free workshop that I'm going to be giving called the AI First Entrepreneur. How to use AI authentically while everybody else generates robotic garbage. If you just go to that link, I put it in the chat, head over there, you will be able to get on the wait list for that. And if you're watching this on the replay, I'll just make sure that I pop that into the comments for you. All right. So that was just a quick bit of business. I'll probably mention that at least 15 more times. So let's talk about the cascading effect against all platforms, because Search, thank you for putting that in the chat over here as well. I appreciate that in the Zoom. So let's talk about the cascading effect of this, because while Google doesn't ban AI content outright, it prioritizes content that has three big characteristics, which is expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. And the pattern is what we've identified is that research shows that beyond keyword searches, human generated content will consistently outrank AI generated content because it more easily demonstrates expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. So the social media platforms are going to follow suit, right? TikTok now requires the disclosure of AI generated content. And if you don't do it and they figure out that you have, your content's going to get removed. Meta will do the same thing. Meta is increasingly using AI, their own AI, to detect and suppress AI generated content. So it's going to prioritize, just remember these words, authentic human engagement. Oh my gosh, you have to be a human again. Sorry for all you people out there that don't want to be a human. You want to hide behind your, hide behind your fake stuff. There's other jobs for you. Please come mow my lawn already. God, I'm looking out the window and I'm like, when am I going to get to do it? So here's what's coming next. We'll see, I hate to use the word, but we'll see algorithm updates. You might not be an algorithm scientist. Good news. I studied algorithms for 6 years. So we will see algorithm updates across all major platforms, implementing detection systems and suppression systems. All platforms will restrict monetization of AI generated slop, AI heavy content. Then we'll see organic reach suppression. It's just how things work. So there's what we need to be very careful of. And if you're a savvy entrepreneur, if you're a savvy marketer, there's a false promise of AI, especially at scale. Because the temptation is, oh, I can use AI to generate hundreds of blog posts or 50 social media videos or endless product descriptions. But the reality is you're building a house on quicksand. And that's the visualization I want you to remember as you're doing this, because pure AI content is now a liability for you. Between algorithmic penalties, deterioration of audience trust, it's now a competitive. Why am I even telling people this? I should be letting people go do this because it's a competitive disadvantage. I mean, this is how you soar. You let other people go sink in the quicksand, and you stand over there on hard ground going, I don't know. I don't know if I can help you. Pretty soon, your safari hat will be the only thing I see on top of that quicksand. Why did the safari hat never sink in the 70s? People sank, but not that safari hat. Kudos to the people who made that thing. So the new competitive landscape, ready for this? Listen up, write this down. The new competitive landscape is where you use AI as a tool, but not a replacement, where losers are going to chase volume over value. So the winners are going to use AI as a tool. The people in the mastermind, every single week, we're looking at new and innovative ways to use AI as a tool to quicken the process, to make it more efficient, to get better insights into things, as opposed to being the losers who are just generating the AI slop. So your smart approach is to use AI for research, ideation, looking for trend analysis, topic generation, maybe some frameworks that would give you some ideas on what you can be doing better. If you're using it for content creation, this is where the light turns from green to yellow, probably teetering on red. But research, outlining, gaining insights and perspectives you might not have thought of, that's a good use for it. Sometimes you can use it for editing. I can put in some of my content to make sure that I don't sound like a jerk, which is easy to do. Uh, but really, the big message here is you got to just be very careful, especially if you're going into full-on automation. I know people that have replaced themselves in their businesses with video likenesses and replicated their voice, and now all they do is produce that. People know. People know it's not you. You may sell a few units, but once people figure out it's not you, your success agency goes to zero, and no one's going to get results from your program if they just think they're watching just a little robot. A little robot you, nobody wants that. So success agency goes to zero, people don't get results, it spreads like wildfire, your sales go down. Come cut my lawn. All right. So you got to be careful of that, especially in customer communications or your brand voice or in any strategic business content that you're creating. Just be a human. I think the golden ratio is probably like Pareto at this point, 80% human insight, 20% AI efficiency. That's going to give you some level of sustainable success. That was a very easy phrase for me to say. So your immediate steps that I want you to take right now, do an audit of how you're currently creating your content. If it's AI heavy materials, then I want you to introduce some human enhancement into that. Establish guidelines. If it's just you by yourself, you can still do that. Establish some guidelines for how you're going to go forward, clear policies for AI use for you and your business or in your organization, and invest in becoming the human expert. Remember, that's how we used to do things in our businesses, is we'd be the human expert. I think it's really important to do. And I'm going to be scheduling that workshop within the next week or so. For those of you who joined a little bit late, I'll put it back into the chat. It's 9twice.com. That's my website, /AI. I'm going to be putting together a workshop. I'll even show you. Well, it literally is just a form that you're going to go to. It's getting on the wait list for this thing. It's called the AI First Entrepreneur, how to use AI authentically while everybody else gets robotic garbage. And I tried to put that as nicely as possible. I probably could have been a lot more cutting with that one. All right, so there's our talk for today. I know I might have gotten a little heated over that, but it's really important because I just want to see you win. I really just want to see you win. And the only way you're going to do that is if you become the human that you're supposed to be, helping people get the results that you know you can get them. And by the way, if you can't, go friggin' do something else. Stop lying to people because there's always a price to pay, and you're paying it now. There's always a price to pay. The easy way, write this down. I didn't make this up. The easy way is the expensive way in disguise. And you took the easy way, trying to make a fast buck. It's going to cost you in the long run. And some of you I can't help. There's just some of you I won't be able to help. But those who I can, go to that link, 9twice.com /AI. Get on the wait list for this workshop. When I schedule the workshop, I'm going to turn that page into the registration page for the workshop. Come to the workshop and learn how to use AI authentically. That wraps it up for me here on the old YouTubes today. I'll hang out with you guys on the Zoom for a few more minutes because I'm grateful for you in the mastermind, but for everybody else,